Hello, this is Nathan Jones and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.
Well, it's wonderful to have big and burly Nathan Jones with us. He's created an Hungama with the promo of A Flying Jatt, and he's here with us. Nathan, when will I have you on Bollywood Hungama first of all?
What's that?
Bollywood Hungama.
Bollywood
Hungama.
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 Sorry,
Hungama is basically like a huge cry of euphoria primarily.
Oh, okay. So
when you have like a lot of chaos going on in a positive manner,
Okay.
So that's called Hungama in Hindi. You've heard the term Bollywood?
Yes. Yeah, everyone has.
Everyone has. Yeah. All right. So now you've worked in a Tamil film as well, I believe Bhulam, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's pronounced Bulagam. I think it means universal.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And now A Flying Jatt, this is your first Hindi film.
Yeah.
And you're just having a lot of fun with Tiger Shroff. How was the experience of working in this movie?
It's been an awesome experience. I'm having a lot of fun with Tiger. He's a pretty boy. I want to put a few scars on him, mess him up a little bit. That's my wrestling character coming out of me. But no, he's a nice guy. No, just playing around. But yeah, he's very disciplined. He's a very well-rounded actor. So it was a pleasure to do the fight choreography with him because he could do everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, and so he's very, a professional. And I will try to get him to see some chocolate and some cake. He wouldn't touch it, because I want to get rid of his six pack.
Right.
He's very fit and lean. Maybe jealous.
Okay. In fact, at the promo launch, you were literally just lifting him up, and you almost like double the size of Tiger Shroff.
Yeah.
You almost like people were totally just in fact in awe of the fact that how tall you can be and how big you can be. Do you find it funny in a way the way people react at times?
Well, it's good because that's my character. I mean, like if you look at the movie Troy, everyone remembers that scene with Brad Pitt and Bo Agurus, and I stand out. People love David and Goliath matches, and that's that David and Goliath. People want that uphill battle,
Right.
and that's what it's entertaining. So I'm scary. I've got lots of energy. I'm intense. So I felt, when Balaji Films approached me, I thought I was perfect for that role. I was made for it. Everyone always says to me, Nathan, you make a great supervillain.
All right, and I believe you've not used any VFX for your fight sequences and your action sequences.
I didn't need to, So because he's got, I've got a background of wrestling and lots of fight experience and movies, and it's like we're just riding a bike for me. But I mean, and also, Tiger, I mean, I can't fault him. He's one of the most dedicated actors I've ever met.
Right.
I wasn't expecting that at first because because they don't get that same sort. I don't think you get that same sort of dedication in some of the Hollywood actors.
Right. No, absolutely.
So I was impressed.
He's outstanding, and the sort of the action that he can possibly bring is something spectacular. There's beautiful Jacqueline Fernandez as well. So did your heart had a few butterflies when you saw?
She's pretty, yeah. Yeah, I think I scared her because I was dressed up in my outfit, and I came walking up behind her, and she was talking to someone, and then she just turned around and just looked at my chest like that, and I grabbed her and I said, "Come here, pretty." I was just getting into character, was playing, but then she started sort of laughing. And
Right. Okay, but did you feel like that? Why do you have to be the villain? And such a pretty lady. Maybe Bollywood romances. Maybe if I could have done a song and dance with Jacqueline Fernandez, maybe like a fantasy sequence as well.
Oh, maybe in my dreams.
Honest thoughts.
Yeah, well, no, she's very beautiful, and but I'm getting married, and I've got a girlfriend, and I've got a little baby. He's like 9 months old.
Right.
But I'm like a one guy girl, So,
Right.
But yeah, in another life.
All these things we'll discuss off camera. Actually, he doesn't want to talk about it on camera. Remo Fernandez. He's primarily a choreographer. And he's a successful director as well, but he loves to dance is his passion, and that's how he just looks at almost everything as well. How was the experience of working with Remo Fernandez? Remo D'Souza.
He's a great human being, and he listens to everyone. Right. And so I felt very comfortable with him, and he knows what he's doing. Like I I did some filming. I went out in front of the camera, performed. I come back, had a look. I knew there was something wrong. It didn't look right. Straight away, he got up, went straight to the camera, moved at one place, put the light over there, come back. I did did it again. Perfect. So he knows what he's doing, you know. So I don't have that experience. I can't sit there. I'd have to be trial and error for me, you know. And I think because of his choreography experience, it's a great transition to fight movies because it is dancing. When I'm with someone else, it's a two-way thing. We're trying to make each other shine. You know, even though I'm trying to make him look like I'm killing him, right? But I'm not actually trying to kill him. But he's trying to bring that out in the movie. We're trying to sell that. So it's a dance, you know. So it's working together in synergy.
Absolutely. Now, were Tiger or Remo or Jacqueline, were they in awe of what you've done in, say, Hollywood and those really things that have been just captured all across the world and people have reacted to that?
Yeah, they love Mad Max. Everyone loved Mad Max. Right. And it was one of my most favourite movies too. You know, so it's one of my most favourite roles I played in. And yeah, I'm trying to be humble. Yeah. I'm supposed to love myself and a bit of ego, you know. Instead, obsessed with my own power. So when I get superpowers, you know, it goes totally, you know, off the planet. Yeah.
What difference did you find in Hollywood compared to when you compare it with Bollywood and even South industry?
The biggest difference is culture, but Bollywood's very efficient. You know, they seem to get things done very quickly and efficiently. You know, from my experience, we're getting things done, but in Hollywood, it takes a lot more time to get stuff done. You know, so that's cool. I like that, and because no one likes to sit around doing nothing all day. You know, because I did most of the time in a lot of movies, you know, waiting to get on. You know that few seconds or few minutes of filming. You know, that time in between.
Okay, and what had you heard about Bollywood before you just actually signed A Flying Jatt?
Well, you know, I hear lots of different stories, but you just don't know if they're true. You know, some people exaggerate. I heard some horror stories, and I heard this and that. But I was pleasantly surprised because I like the Tamil movie was a little bit. Because when in Hollywood, everything's planned out, and there wasn't much planning with the Tamil movie because I had a script, but with the Tamil movie, they wrote something on the paper. This is what you're saying, you know, just like 1 minute before I go out and do it, you know. So you know, but with a Hollywood movie, they've got a script. I've got about 3 months prior to filming, you know, and so that was a bit intimidating because you know. You have to be good, I suppose, to make it in this business here. If you're just giving lines straight up like that and then do it.
Don't be shy, bitch it.
So yeah, it was scary. It was scary, but this movie was more for me. It was more organised and more like preparation. There was a script too that I could actually see and like get an idea of the story to formulate my character.
Yeah, you're becoming like an Indian actually, as diplomatic as it can be, and that's fabulous actually. That's wonderful. In terms of actors, who are the actors that you had heard?
Salman Khan. Yeah. Have I pronounced it right? Yeah.
You've seen Sultan?
Yeah, I've seen him.
He's a wrestler in that.
Yeah. I've heard about the movie. I haven't seen much. I've seen a few. I was watching a romance movie with some girls, but I wasn't really getting into it because I'm not into romance, but they were getting into it, you know. So you make good romance movies, that's for sure. But and you know, it did make me smile when I seen the dancing. It was fun, but you know, I was more interested in them because I'm a people watcher, and I want to understand what makes people tick. You know, it makes me a better actor. Sure. You know, so it's like when I went out and wrestle, I used to listen to the crowd. And I hear them, and they were a little bit quiet, you know, because I was playing the bad guy. I was beaten down on the face. If you know, the people love him, you know, and I thought I'd give him a little bit of hope, let him get up and fight back a little bit. And then you hear the crowd go, oh yeah, come on. And then I hit him with something vicious and just...
Like that expression, as long as you don't hit me. I love that expression actually. Okay, now Nathan Jones, what is it that you eat on a daily basis? How many hours do you spend in exercising? And apart from exercising, what is it that you do for your endurance and other faculties?
I think the trick with exercise is to be consistent. And don't feel you have to break your guts every time you do it. Just go in there, get it done. You know, diet, eggs.
How many?
You don't have to be crazy. 6 eggs a day would be enough. You know, depending on your requirements. Milk. I like dairy products. Oats. But those what I usually supplement my diet with. You know, those foods because I find them develop my strength quickly, you know.
Sure. And during the course of the day, like how much, like your lunch? What are your short meals like? When do you have your dinner?
Well, yeah, I'm one of those people that snack, have small. I like to have small meals.
What do you have in small meals?
Like for breakfast, I might just have some scrambled eggs, and a glass of milk, and and then later on I might make myself a shake with a banana and break an egg in it and put some oats in there as well and put it in like a ninja, those blenders and blend it up, as an in-between meal. And then lunch, maybe a sandwich,
I feel like that.
Yeah, like that.
Have like a relatively lighter lunch.
Yeah, it's not too much. I think you should eat until you're content, not until you, But Indian food is really nice. I mean, it's very wholesome.
Absolutely.
When
do you have your last meal?
When I have my last meal, I skip lunch, so I just had breakfast, but it was a late breakfast. Yeah. So
when do you generally have your last meal?
Last meal,
like in the night.
Yeah, 8 o'clock. Yeah.
And how many hours of sleep do you take?
About 6.
6 hours.
6 hours, 7.
So Nathan Jones, we'd like to play a bit of a rapid fire with you as well. So have you heard of rapid fire? Okay, so it's like anyone who's associated with Bollywood would know that, but we have this very popular talk show actually which is called Coffee with Karan. So he had started this entire phenomenon called rapid fire, where you just have to give quirky, nice answers, like short answers, and whatever comes to your mind. Okay. So we'll have rapid fire with Nathan Jones now. So apart from Tiger, who do you think is the fittest actor in Bollywood?
Well, I would have to say it. Apart from Tiger, I wouldn't have a clue. I would have no idea, to be honest.
Anyone that you may have seen?
I don't have enough information to answer that question.
Okay, no problem.
No, that's it, honestly. If you want to be on answer honestly. Yeah. I could answer it, but not honestly.
Okay, which Bollywood actor would you love to do action scenes with on screen apart from Tiger?
Well, they're all good actors. I mean, like if you're in this industry, I think you have to be good. So, if I got to act with like Salman Khan, that'd be awesome. You know what I mean? He's one of the best. I couldn't. I can't complain. That's for sure.
You've been nominated for World's Strongest Man. Who do you think is Bollywood's strongest man?
Again, you're asking me some hard questions. What's going on here? Let's say Salman Khan.
Okay. Describe A Flying Jatt as a film in one word.
Flying Jatt film. It's an adventure. It's an adventure. Kids are gonna love it.
What's the best and worst thing about Tiger Shroff?
I can't get him to eat cake or chocolate, or he's so strict and he's got a very strong mind, and he's focused, and I just want him to relax and have some fun with me. You know what I mean? He wants to. It's all work.
Okay, a thing from India you'll never forget and treasure with yourself forever.
What's that?
A thing from India you'll never forget and treasure with yourself.
People. They're lovely people. They really treat me like a king. They're too nice to me. They want to do everything for me. And I think, just relax. It's just me, Nathan. Yeah.
Your favorite Bollywood film, actor and actress. What is your favorite Bollywood film and who's your favorite actor and actress?
In Bollywood, well, actress. I've seen a lot of beautiful actresses. You have a lot of beautiful women here. I mean, on the screen. You know?
You're on the right track.
So I'm very impressed. But I'm not sure.
Please take names.
I can't. I don't know. So I don't really know enough. I don't have enough information.
Like I think you've spoken about Priyanka Chopra. You've spoken about a few other people as well. So I'm sure that you know a few names.
No, I don't see. They're Indian names, and I'm not very good with Indian names. Yeah, it takes me a while to. It's like when I was. If we go to different countries, unless I spend a little bit of time there, after a year, I remember when I went to Thailand, I started to remember their names because I got to understand the language slowly, and I started to pick it up. So at the beginning it was very difficult.
Have you seen any Bollywood film that you like?
I haven't seen enough. I haven't watched a Bollywood movie all the way through, and the last ones I did actually watch were romance movies.
You don't remember the names either, okay. No. A thing from Bollywood movies. What is that thing from Bollywood movies which you think is missing from Hollywood movies?
Bollywood. Well, I can tell you what's missing in Hollywood movies. Well, when I'm in Hollywood movies, right, they send a lot of mixed messages, right? And in Bollywood movies, I like the content they put in the movies. There's a good message for the kids and people in general, especially young kids. They're starting out of life. They're hitting puberty, and if you got good messages in a movie that sends people down the right path,
absolutely,
that's what you want for a society to grow.
Sure.
And the messages that Hollywood sends, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, and it's confusing, and you can see the effect if you've been watching the news in America lately. They've got 3 million people, and something like largest prison population in the world, the whole entire world, but they only have 4% of the world's population. 25% of the world's population, world prison population, 4% of the world's population. Let it sink in. The land of the free.
What you're saying
so that's over 2 million people in prison.
That's true. Okay, and finally, Nathan, if you can please tell us about your forthcoming films. Are you doing anything more in Bollywood or South India, and what are you doing next in Hollywood?
I've got people inquiring about me. I've had a Fox contacted me just recently. I was contacted about Thor, but I don't know what's going on with that. They asked me to do a couple of tapes. I did one tape. They've asked me for another tape, and now they've asked me for a third tape, which is a good sign. So that means it means that they've liked everything I've done. They just want to see more of it. So I don't know what's going on with that yet. They're making that movie in the Gold Coast, so it's my hometown. So I won't have hard to travel, which is nice.
Great. So Nathan Jones, wonderful to have you on Bollywood Hungama, and looking forward to A Flying Jatt, and we hope that you do many more movies in India, and you've been wowing the world with your Hollywood venture, and I hope that continues. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks a lot. That's all we have from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.
Yeah.